Diagnosis, way too cute. We saw the pediatric neurologist today and I thought I would give a quick update. I measured his head, and what was interesting is they actually got a much different measurement than our pediatrician's office did. And the doctor himself came and measured it a couple times, and then so did the nurse. Same measurement that his head was in April. That big jump, and that was what was so concerning between 6 and 9 months, was different. He took a look at the ultrasound that we did for hydrocephaly, said that looked good. The thing that happened when he walked into the room, Ren took one look at him and started crying. And he said, actually, that's one of the best responses he could have asked for, because clearly he noticed that this was a stranger. And pretty quickly he was waving at him. Rennie's thing is just waving at everybody, and he was just like waving at everyone, and they loved him. Everybody was coming out of their office into the hallway and just like loving on him and saying he was the cutest thing. So that was fun. To him about our concerns with genetic testing. He does not think that we need to go down that route at all. He really doesn't see anything concerning. I told him he's not yet crawling, but I explained he asked what is he doing, and definitely getting stuck under everything. He scoots himself, he gets up on all fours, but he just doesn't do the crawling part yet. He's like, yeah, he's got a heavy head, so that makes sense. Crawling isn't even technically a milestone anymore. I didn't know that. Isn't saying any words yet. He babbles, but he's just not like saying any words. Developmentally, he's right on track with that too. He's very aware, good eye contact. Another comment that a lot of people made is that when kids have bigger heads, they tend to be diagnosed with ASD, autism spectrum disorder, later on. We asked him about that. He said there really isn't any correlation. What he said is that there's some things that he looks for initially. He didn't see any of that with him. Ends up getting the diagnosis later on, totally fine, but even on his radar. Back in a couple of months just to check in and see how everything's going, but said he is perfect. He's not concerned. He checked his soft spot, his fontanelle, which is still a little bit deep, but he's not concerned. If there's any extra fluid, which there's like a tiny bit for Ren. It's not hydrocephalus, but there's like a little bit of extra fluid. Tends to resolve around 2, which I didn't know. I guess we'll see what happens. Appreciate everybody checking in. I appreciate everybody who's been thinking about us or following along on our journey. I'll keep you posted. But currently, diagnosis is extremely cute.